Hello everybody, Ken here, welcome back to Hearthstone Tavern Brawl. It's Boom Bot versus Annoy-o-Tron. everyone's favourites, the explosive terrors of Dr. Boom and hello, everyone's absolute favourite card, of course. And they're going to show down in the ultimate battle of ultimate destiny. Two of Hearthstone's favourite robots, as far as the eye can see, and only one will survive. I wonder who it will be. This is the ultimate showdown of Hearthstone Destiny. Akinius versus me. What's it going to be? We're Annoy-o-Tron. I'm going to stop rhyming because it's gone on far too long. This is okay. We got a 2-drop. We got the cog hammer. If the 2-drop survives, we got the hello. We've got the spider tank if it doesn't. Got a Tinker Sharp Sword for combo wombo potential down the line. This is never really much of a 4-drop unless you're going. If you're going second, I mean, it can be a 3-drop, and that's pretty fantastic. But okay, that Mech Warp is a real good opening hand, opening turn. Look at this cheap Harvest Golem. Oh. The value potential. Outrageous. There we go. Let's get this done. Doing work. I like that. Power Word Glory is kind of fun. Ooh, that Ogre Warmal. Let's hope it doesn't get the hit. Oh, I got the hit. That's unfortunate for us. Do we want to take the hit on this? No, not really. Like, there's no particular benefit to it. I don't think it's worth using the Power Word Glory too much, because the healing doesn't matter. There's no real reason for this guy to worry about healing us. Other than, the only reason I would say is that this is a more aggressive deck, the Boom Bot deck. Clockwork Gnome into Sharp Sword Oil, like that works functionally. It is a thing that you can do, and it would let us kill that. Sure, because it works, because it does let us get rid of this guy. I'll use it. It's kind of fragile because of the Boombot Junior, or because of, Goblin Blast Mage. Sure, that's a thing. The thing that can happen. Crikey, look at this. Look at this damage we've taken. Hit this. Play the Power Word Glory. Play the Flying Machine and taunt it. So playing it retrospectively, playing the Power Word Glory probably would have been a good move, but you don't know what the Harvest Golem's going to do down the line, so. Now he really doesn't want to attack with that thing. I mean, if he's hitting us in the face with it, then it's all fine and dandy either way. It probably would be in his benefit to actually hit it, to be honest, but he's not to know that. Sure, we can Holy Nova. Let's get the protection up, I guess. Kind of unfortunate that you can't do the heal afterwards, but you can't do the heal. You can't do it in the other order. Not without it. Well, you could, but this guy would be dead anyway, so then he's not going to heal. Oh, there's Dr. B. Scary stuff. Real scary stuff. Get out of here. Get out of here. Like, that's actually kind of better, because if you bump it back to his hand, like, that's not ideal. We're going to need good rolls here. We're going to need real good rolls on these boom bots. To not just straight up die. Oh, God. No. 4. No. Okay. Please no other buffs. Phew. We're still on. Still in the game. Still in the game. Kinda, sorta. Down, down, but down. Great. Cogmaster's Wrench is actually okay. Gore Howl is less okay. I can't attack any of these things. Okay, so right, let's work this out. Pops the shield, goes in here, and we're dead. It's a rough time. It's a rough life for us. Out there on the on the high seas of Hearthstone mech battles. Man, Robot Wars was great. I realise I've just leapt off on a tangent, but I was thinking about mechs fighting, and most mech fighting stuff is kind of rubbish. But Robot Wars, man, that was incredible. With Craig Charles, Jonathan Pierce. Oh, who's that? Is it like Philippa Forrester or someone did the backstage, I think, at some point? I can't even remember now. But that was, oh. Robot Wars was great. Every time I hear Jonathan Pierce on Match of the Day now, commentating, I still think of him just go, Sergeant Bash in the corner! Sir Killalot's got the lance! What a great time all around. Sadly, with no Robot Wars right now, this is the next best thing, I guess. Okay, interesting. The 2-1. We could play a 2-1 against that. We could bop out an anodized Robocub that taunts up against it. We've got the Divine Shield for next time as a threat, but more likely we can play the Cogmaster and the Gnome. Oof. It's kind of dastardly, that Dark Bomb. Okay, probably going to trade into the 3-2. I wonder if they'll hero power. I would probably use the hero power. Like, well, obviously I don't know what they have in hand. I don't know whether perhaps he's already got some other kind of removal. Ah. That was kind of risky, going for that before going in with the trade. I'm not sure I would have done that myself. It's going to have to be a Tempo Tinkertown Technician, isn't it? Because we don't have anything else to play along with it. That's kind of sad. Sorry, Mr. Technician. Hey, what needs... Oh, there's nothing in here for me to tinker with. That's kind of sad. He's got a real cool... This is like... He's like a super old Triple H, like back when Triple H had that kind of facial hair. Before he shaved it all off. Like, it's like Triple H shaved his head but decided to keep the beard. Cogmaster's Wrench is real nice here. This guy's not a mech though, so it's not quite as nice. It's one attack, so it's actually not particularly nice at all. We can trade in here with the guy, I guess. That kind of works. And we can Power Word Glory. We can kind of get a little bit of value going. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, got rid of that bouncing blade. That's that's fine. Not ideal, but it's acceptable. The Blingtron. That's a better play than the Clockwork Knight. Bow, 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 down, da, 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 da. Perdition Blade, Charged Hammer. Wow, okay, that's a fun one. We've got a weapon in hand, so we could be kind of aggressive with this. Not really too many reasons not to. Clockwork Knight into reversing switch next turn, perhaps? Maybe not now. Oh, it's going to be dead anyway, so... so definitely not now. Mageneer Thermoplugs are real nice. It's a real nice finisher. Because both these decks seem to like deal a... everyone's taking damage all the time in this matchup, it feels like. So... I mean, this forces him to use the weapon charge as well. We do this. I'm not going to attack with the weapon because Cogmaster's Wrench is rubbish if we don't actually have a mech out. And we do at the moment, but that's certainly no guarantee to continue happening. So, I'm not risking it. Not even for a biscuit. Gonna go with what we got against old Zuko here. Using all the mana on Crush, which is you know, not an unreasonable play, especially given what we have in our hand. We could Tinkers and kill that thing, and that's like okay. It's a little bit disappointing, really, but like, is that the best play we have? I kind of don't want to leave all this stuff out on board. Especially not with this about to pop soon. I don't love it because it has so much more potential. But, you know, I feel like that's okay. You do what you can. Like, it's using it as essentially as a removal card. And yes, it can do more, but sometimes it's not going to do more. That's quite upsetting. I don't know that I like that at all. We've been in real trouble with minions lately. I've got to pressure the face, because I can't afford to hit this force tank max. The reusable Divine Shield is definitely good here, but like this could be 2 bombs for that, and then he's going to kill it for free, or he's going to kill it with a hammer or something, or a dark bomb. Rough Tims. No. Oh. Oh. Why are you going to do me like this? Oh, oh, oh! Jolted in the face. Okay. Man, we've had terrible draws these 2 games so far. I don't like to blame the draw. It's the way Hearthstone goes. It's fine. But we have had pretty terrible draws. I'm not gonna mess you around here. I like this Tavern Brawl a lot though. I'm just still... Hey, it's me, it's Kenny. I'm still thinking about Robot Wars, I'm not going to lie. Man. Hypnodisc? Remember Hypnodisc? I don't know how many of you watched Robot Wars. I presume, like, if you were a similar age to me, you probably watched at least some Robot Wars. That show was pretty dope. So... Okay, we've got a turn 2 play and... hypothetically a turn 3 play. I don't like all this going first though, I will say. I feel like going second's definitely the way to go in this brawl. A lot of great 2-drops in both decks. Plus with the hero powers being, I would say, stronger than average. Like, I actually think both these hero powers would be a little bit too strong. Probably. Huh. Interesting. See what he does here, whether he does the hero power, kills our guy, and then just does 6 damage and we lose. Oof, that hurts. A flame cannon hurts a fair whack. I'm going to mess around with that. That is uncomfortable.
Let us see if this works.
Okay, there we go. What are we going to do now? Hey? Just trade into our guy and waste your Wind Fury? Ah, that's unfortunate.
The shadow engulfs.
I really hope he attacks twice with it. That would be pretty hilarious. Somehow, I suspect he's not that foolish.
For Nomrica. For the gnome.
Okay, this is good. Remember, this can still get buffed up, so we should deal with it if we can. It's also going to provide mech synergy. I'm just hoping he just forgets about the whole thing and attacks with it at some point. Ogre Ninja versus Blingtron. Blingtron. I love Blingtron so much. I think Ogre Ninja is probably the better play here. Because we've got its guaranteed presence that we can then taunt up. Which feels good to me. Whoa, hello. Okay, I like that. I feel kind of better about where we're at. This is the thing, is it worth restoring 8 health? Well, it's not going to restore 8 health because he's not going to be able to trade twice into this thing. He can trade twice into this thing and kill it, but... You know, what are you going to do, eh? See, this is a good Wind Fury card, clearly, because... I've been thinking about Wind Fury a lot, and how mostly it's kind of sad and doesn't do... Like, when I think about Double Strike cards in Magic, now Double Strike is more powerful in Magic because the first one hits essentially for free, they don't take damage on it, because of the way Double Strike works. Like, you deal both damage, you don't attack twice, both sets of damage go on the same target, but the first one is a first strike, so it hits before normal damage, so you can just kill things for free. That's kind of nifty. Man, a part of me wants to kill this, and part of me thinks it's not worth it. This is a mech. If we buff it for 2, and then we bolster, maybe that's the play. It's kind of radical. It's 10 damage. And it has a 5/5 Divine Shield taunt. I mean, that's nothing to be sneezed at. For sure. Wasting cycles. They wrote these things out. Like, would it have been that much trouble to record them? They obviously put a lot of time and effort into this particular Tavern Brawl, because they've designed new hero powers with like slightly different animations. I mean, they're probably just pulled from... I think the animations are just pulled from other things, but still. Fundamentally a very interesting... Whoa, okay. Okay, it's the Ogre Warmore, of course. He probably didn't have a choice about that. Part of me wants to kill this thing just because it's providing mech synergy. And I'm worried about what it will do down the line. Yeah, it could restore health, but ultimately it's not worth leaving on the board. Because if it gets buffed to more than 4 attack, then suddenly it's dangerous again.
Wanna blow something up?
Damn it! This is an outrage. Okay, we kill this, everything dies. Play Blingtron. Oh, we play Mech Engineer, right? And then we trade in. Okay, that works. Splat. Yeah, I think that worked out okay for us. I think that was probably the right thing to do. The alternative to playing to play Blingtron and Tinkertown, which is okay. But then that's okay this turn as well. Dr. B. Ooh, the charged hammer. Kind of fun.
Something needs tinkering? Give me a big hug!
Right, hang on, let's think about this. Got 2, 11, 14. No, that's not right, it's 13. I can't count.
Give me a big hug! I feel icky!
I really want to kill this. I really want to be greedy and kill this. And get the extra leper gnome. Oof. If that had hit our thing, that would have been real bad. But look at all these leper gnomes we've got now. I mean, I know that's not the most exciting thing in the world, all the leper gnomes, but... Oof, the healing. Cheeky. This hero power is going to win it for us in the long game, but we got to make sure we don't die in the interim period. Which is perfectly plausible. Ba-dum, ba-da-dum, bum. Come on. Come on! What are you doing, Kenny? What are you thinking about? Okay.
Repairs available. Intensification commencing. Give me a big hug! Give me a big hug!
We can enhance the Meccano again if he doesn't kill it. Probably will kill it, but that's also kind of acceptable. There's not too much charge around, at least not high damage charge. There's a Nomagun infantry in some of the... I actually don't know which side the Nomagun infantry is on. I think it might be on our side. So we've got to be careful of that. Definitely. But overall I'm pretty pleased with where things are at, which presumably means we're going to lose, because that's normally how these things go. Is the old boot. Anything better for us? Same again? I wish these had like a more obvious synergy to them than they do. Ooh, spare parts. Okay. Wind Fury. I shouldn't have popped the. I shouldn't have popped that because it might have something bad. A taunt might have come out of it. I should have gone for the other one, but I got away with it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't do what I did. Do as I say, not as I do. I guess is the solution there. Don't pop shredders. You haven't seen those videos about not popping shredders. There's that incredible video where the guy pops a Sneeds. It's like guaranteed kill. The guy's got no health. He's just gonna click, and he hits the shredders, and Mogul the ogre comes up, and like all his other like 6 minions miss their chance to go face, and then he loses the game. And it's pretty hilarious if you're just someone watching. I don't like Ogre Warmall enough to keep it. Get out of here. Come on, Boom Bot, you can do better than that. We're going second, I believe in this. Dark Bomb's nice. Youthful Brewmaster's okay. Would love something to play on the turn 1. The Whirling Zap. Coin hero power. That's how this works, right? Given that the 2 times I've seen Clockwork Gnome get hero powered, they've missed both times. That was kind of risky, but it's a 1 in 4 chance that it doesn't happen, and it works out quite well for us when it does. So I feel okay about that. I'm just going to clean this guy up because he's kind of dangerous, especially if he gets Divine Shield put on him. That's too potent for us to be dealing with. Soot Spewer. Yeah, sure. Like it doesn't trade into this guy, but at the same time, it's on curve. If he does trade, then we've got the hero power. Of course, he's got Cork Hammer. I think overall this deck is just stronger. I think that's the thing. There's consistency is also in its favour, but I think the deck itself might actually just be a better deck. Which is upsetting. But that's the way of things sometimes. Look at this, you can kill this, trade in, use the hero power, or just give it plus 4 health, you know, why not? Hot mech synergies. Ugh. Ugh. Gahz'rilla Jouster. Look at these. Look, none of these. I mean, this is a spare part, so whatever. But this card not great. This card not great. This card I want to say not great, but we also lost a game to it in episode 1, so or part 1 of this.
Drink with me, friend.
The shadow engulfs us. Very rare.
I guess we freeze the higher one, right? That works out okay. Nice 2-3. Whirling Zap is more potentially useful for us down the line, so I think it's good to keep it in the bank. In a top deck situation, it's kind of threatening, you know, if you don't have a good solution to it. It is 6 damage, straight up, if you don't have an answer for it. There's nothing to snort at, sneeze at, whatever you wanna do. Yeah. Gosh. You know, fine. Okay. I don't really care what the 2-1 trades into. But I also don't want it to trade unnecessarily, because maybe we get a chance to buff it. It's unlikely. I don't think there's too much buffing in the Boom Bot deck. I can't remember where the Tinkers is. I can't remember which deck that's in. Clockwork Gnome really going hard with the emergency coolant today. As it transpires.
Come close and listen.
Oof. This mech synergy is out of control. It's out of control. Man, if we could survive one more turn. 6, 8, 10. Like, we will survive one more turn, I guess. With the crush. But man. Most likely we will survive one more turn, providing there's no crazy bufferonis here. We will survive this turn. Oh god, not Wind Fury. Oh, that's Wind Fury. Okay. Oh. Well, That's going to bring an end to things in a spectacular fashion. Thanks very much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed this. And I hope you've enjoyed this Tavern Brawl. It's been a pretty fun one. It's been a good time, win or lose, which I say that a lot about Hearthstone, but especially here. I really hope there's more of these hero power, like unique heroes in Tavern Brawls, because I think they're definitely among the most interesting, maybe the most interesting. But just because they're so unique. Ragnos versus Nefarian, like you could say it wasn't the most balanced, but it was balanced enough, I think. And this one feels balanced enough that you can have a good time with it. And so I definitely would love to see more of these. I realise they're probably more difficult to put together, but you could do it, right? People have thrown together hundreds of ideas for hero powers. I'm sure you can throw them in. It doesn't matter if they're not perfectly balanced, just something that's kind of fun and works well enough. So, thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, be sure to bop that like button, subscribe to the channel for more Hearthstone, other games as well, of course. Drop me a comment, let me know what you've thought of this Tavern Brawl, what crazy plays you've had. If you've got a video or a screenshot you want to link me to, go ahead and do that too. I've been Ken. Thank you for watching. Have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers!